Welcome back to my channel JBR Online Classes. Like, share and subscribe my channel. So hello everyone. So today I am going to start exercise 3.3 sum number 9.1. For the previous sum, please check the description box. The link will be there. Okay. So in this video, we are going to start from sum number 9.1, and here first find the value of the following, that is sin 765. Okay, now sin 765 means sin 720 plus 45. Okay, then 720 means 2 pi into 2. 2 pi means 180. That means pi means 180. So into 2, that means 360. So 360 into 2, that becomes 720. So 360 plus into 2 plus 45. So it becomes sin 45, that equal to 1 by root 2. Sin 45, why? As you know the formula 2 pi x plus x. Okay, sorry, 2 pi n. 2 pi n plus x, it will be always x. So here 2 pi and n as 2 plus x, that will be always x. So sin 45 equal to 1 by root 2. Next one, sum number 9.2. Tan 1395. So 1395 means 1440 minus 45. Now 1440 means 2 pi into 4 minus pi by 4. That means here tan 2 pi 2n pi minus pi by 4. So it will be tan minus pi by 4. Now tan minus theta equal to minus tan theta. So that's why minus tan pi by 4, that equal to minus 1. Next one and the last one, cos minus 2070. Now cos minus theta, that will be cos theta. So minus will be neglected. So here cos 2160 minus 90. Now 2160 means 2 pi into 6 as 2n pi minus pi by 2. So it will be cos minus pi by 2. Then again cos pi by 2, and that equal to 0. Sum number 10. Sin x equal to 3 by 5. Then x lies in the second quadrant. Find the value of cos x. So here cos x equal to root over 1 minus sin square x by the formula. Then 1 minus sin square means 3 square by 5 square, so 9 by 25. So it will be root over 16 by 25. That means plus minus 4 by 5. Now as it said that x lies in the second quadrant. So you know that in second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive. So cos here negative. That means as x lie in second quadrant, so cos will be minus 4 by 5, not the plus 1. Next 11. Cos x equal to minus 2 by 3. So you can easily find out the value of sine also. And as x lies in the third quadrant, so it will be sine will be negative, because in third quadrant only tan and cot will be positive. Next 14.1. Cos x equal to minus half, then sec x equal to minus 2. Now sine means root over 1 minus cos square. So 1 minus 4, and it will be plus minus 3 by root 3 by 2. Now as x in third quadrant means tan and cot positive, so sine will be negative, so minus 3 by 2. Then cosec equal to also negative, minus 2 by 3, the reciprocal of sine. And tan equal to sine by cos, so minus minus cancel out, it will be root 3, then cot equal to 1 by root 3. Okay. Sum number 14, 2, 3, 4 and 5. A similar kind of problem as I solved sum number 14.1. So you can also easily solve this one, this one, this one and this one. As cot x equal to 3 by 4, so then tan equal to 4 by 3. Then if tan equal this one, then you can easily find out the value of sec by using the formula sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. Then you will get the value of sec. Then from that you can easily find out the value of cos. And if cot equal to this one, so from this one you can easily find out the value of cosec, and from that sec. So these all are same kind of problem. You can just apply the formula. Here are only 3 formulas. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. And cosec square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. Just remember that x lies in which quadrant. As in third quadrant, then tan and cot will be positive. As in second quadrant, then only sine and cosec positive. As in first quadrant will be all positive. And x does not lie in the third quadrant. Does not lie in the third quadrant means, that means first, second and fourth, anyone. So if first, then all positive. If second, then sine and cosec positive. And if fourth, then cos and sec positive. Sum number 15. Sin x equal to 12 by 3, x in second quadrant, that means sin and cosec will be positive. So you can easily find out the value of cos, sec, and then you have to find out the value of sec x plus tan x. So if the cos equal to this one, sec equal to this one, and tan equal to this one, so you can easily find out the value of sec x plus tan x. It's very easy. So I hope you can solve this one. Next one, sum number 16. In sum number 16, sin x sec x that equal to minus 1. Okay, and x in second quadrant. So sin x by cos x equal to minus 1. As sec x means 1 by cos, that means tan x equal to minus 1. So sec x equal to root over 1 plus tan square x. So it will be root over 1 plus 1, that means plus minus root 2. Now as x in second quadrant, so sec will be negative, so minus root 2. Cos equal to minus 1 by root 2, then sin equal to 1 minus cos square x, same formula, and as x in second quadrant, so sin will be in positive. Sum number 17. Sin x is to cos x proportional root 3 is to 1. So it will be sin by cos equal to root 3 by 1. Then sin by cos means tan, so tan x equal to root 3. So from that you can easily find out the value of sec x, root over 1 plus tan square. So it will be root 1 plus 3, root 4 plus minus 2. Next, cos x equal to, now if sec x, here sec x equal to plus minus 2, cos is the reciprocal of sec, so plus minus 1 by 2. Then sin equal to root over 1 minus cos square, so it will be root 3 by 4, that means plus minus root 3 by 2. Now sum number 18 and sum number 19. In 18, cos x equal to minus 3 by 5. So you can easily find out the value of sec x, reciprocal of cos, and from that you can easily find out the cosec and tan. And here tan x equal to minus 4 by 3. So you can easily find out the value of sec x by the formula sec square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta, and the cot x equal to minus 3 by 4, the reciprocal. Now put down the value and you will get the answer. So I hope you can solve this to one. Sum number 20. Sec x equal to root 2, then tan x equal to root over sec square x minus 1. So from there root 2 minus 1, it will be minus 1. Okay, as x in fourth quadrant. So tan will be in negative. Then if tan equal to minus 1, cot will be also minus 1. Now find the value of 1 plus tan x plus cosec x and 1 plus cot x minus cosec x. That means we need the value of cosec also. If cot equal to minus 1, then cosec equal to root over 1 plus cot square x. So 1 plus 1, then minus 2 as minus root 2. Why minus? As x in fourth quadrant, that means only cos and sec will be positive. Otherwise all are in negative. So now put down the value. 1, tan means minus 1, cosec means minus root 2, again 1 minus 1 plus root 2. Minus minus cancel out. So minus root 2 by root 2, it will be minus 1. And it's the answer. Next, sum number 21. Cosec x minus cot x equal to 3 by 2. Then find the value of cos x in which quadrant x is lying. So as cosec square minus cot square equal to 1. So from that cosec x into cot x and cosec x minus cos x equal to 1. Sorry, it's plus, not into. Then as you know the value of cosec minus cot 3 by 2, just put down the value. Then cosec x plus cot x equal to 2 by 3. So here cosec minus cot 3 by 2, cosec plus cot 2 by 3. So cosec plus cot, cosec minus cot. Now if you add this to 1, so 2 cosec x, cot cancel out. 2 by 3 plus 3 by 2, it will be 13 by 6. Then cosec equal to 13 and 2 multiply with 6, 13 by 12. So if cosec equal to 13 by 12, then sin equal to 12 by 13. Okay. Now as sin here positive, that means x lie in the second quadrant. Cos x equal to root over 1 minus sin square x. So 12 square 144, 169. So it will be minus 5 by 13. Why minus? As x in second quadrant, so cos will be in negative. So that's why minus 5 by 13. Number 22, 1. Sin pi by 6 cos 0 plus sin pi by 4 cos pi by 4 plus sin pi by 3 cos pi by 6. You have to prove that the value equal to 7 by 4. It's a very easy problem. You have to just put down the value of this one. Sin pi by 6 half, cos 0 1, sin pi by 4 1 by root 2, cos pi by 4 again 1 by root 2, sin pi by 3 root 3 by 2, cos pi by 6 root 3 by 2. Okay, pi by 6 means, you know, pi means 180 degree, so 180 by 6 it will be 30 degree. So pi by 6 means 30 degree, pi by 4 45 degree, pi by 3 60 degree. So here half plus half as root 2 equal to 2, so 1 by 2. Here 3 root 3 3, so 2 into 4. So final answer 1 plus 3 by 4, it will be 7 by 4. Sum number 22 2 as same as sum number 22 1, so you can solve this one also, and sum number 22 3 same problem, so I hope you can solve this one also. Here I solve it and the answer is 4. Just put down the value and you will get the answer. Same as sum number 23, here you can also just put down the value as sec pi by 6, tan pi by 3, sin pi by 4, cosec pi by 4, cos pi by 6 and cot pi by 3. Here the values, then calculate and you will finally get the answer that equal to 7 by 2. Number 24, taking x equal to pi by 6, then verify that. Now the first one very easy, sin square x plus cos square x. Now you know that sin square pi by 6 plus cos square pi by 6 equal to 1 by the formula. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Next one, 24 2. Left hand side is sin 3x, right hand side 3 sin x minus 4 sin cube x. Now 3x, x is pi by 6, so 3 into pi by 6, that means pi by 2, sin 90 equal to 1. Here 3 sin x, so 3 sin pi by 6 minus 4 sin cube x, that means sin pi by 6 whole cube. So it will be 3 into half minus, now here sin pi by 6, sin pi by 6 means pi by 6, that means 30, so half cube means 1 by 8, so 4 into 1 by 8, so it also 1. As the left hand side equal to 1, right hand side equal to 1, so it's proved. Number 2, sorry, this is number 2, now number 3, sin 2x, it will be root 3 by 2, and here 2 tan x by 1 plus tan square x, so 2 tan pi by 6, 1 plus tan square pi by 6, put down the value and you will get the same answer, root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2, it's also proved. Number 25, taking x equal to pi by 3 and y equal to pi by 6, verify the first one. Here left hand side sin x plus y, right hand side sin x plus sin y. Okay, sin x plus sin y. Okay, you have to prove that these two are not equal. As sin x plus y, so pi by 3 plus pi by 6, that will be 3 pi by 6. Then 3 pi by 6, now 3 cancel out with 2, it's pi by 2. So sin pi by 2 equal to 1. Here sin x plus sin y, so sin pi by 3 plus sin pi by 6, sin pi by 3 root 3 by 2, pi by 6 half, so it will be root 3 plus 1 by 2. So left hand side you have 1, right hand side you have root 3 plus 1 by 2. That means left hand side not equal to right hand side. Sum number 26. Find the value of x 0 less than x less than pi by 2 satisfying this one. Cos x by cosec x plus 1 plus cos x by cosec x minus 1, that equal to 2. So cos x will be common and here the LCM will be this one multiply this one. So it will be cosec square x minus 1, a square minus b square formula. Now cosec x minus 1 plus cosec x plus 1, 1 cancel out. So 2 cosec x by cot square x. As cosec square x minus 1, it will be cot square x. It's formula. So here 2 cancel out. Now cos x, cosec mean 1 by sine, and cot means cos square x by sine square x. As here square, so cos square by sine square. So sine into cancel out, it will be sine by cos, so now tan x equal to 1. As you know the value of tan pi by 4 that equal to 1, so you can also write by equal to tan pi by 4. Now here tan x, here tan pi by 4. So by comparing both sides, here x equal to pi by 4. Number 2, cos square x minus 3 cos x plus 2, it's sin square x. Sin square x multiply with 1, so cos square minus 3 sin square, 3 cos x plus 2 equal to sin square x. Now cos square minus 3 cos x plus 2 and sin square means 1 minus cos square x. So now if you bring this one from right to left, so it will be cos square plus cos square 2 cos square x minus 3 cos 2x, and here 2 minus 1, so it will be 1. So now it's a quadratic equation, so you can solve this one by middle term factorization method. So here 2 cos square x minus 3 converted into 2 cos x minus cos x plus 1, that equal to 0. So finally 2 cos x minus 1 and cos x minus 1, these two are the factor. So as these two factors multiplication equal to 0, so that means they are separately 0. So cos x equal to half, and here cos x equal to 1. Now in the table of cos, half means pi by 3. Okay, that means 60. Value of cos 60 equal to half. That's why x equal to pi by 3. Here cos x equal to 1. Now value of cos 0 equal to 1. As so here x equal to 0. Sum number 3, 2 sin square x equal to half. That means here sin square x equal to 1 by 4. So sin x equal to 1 by root 2. Now you know the value of root 2, that is pi by 4. 3 cos x equal to 2 sin square x. Okay, so first you have to change the sin square into 1 minus cos square, then make a quadratic equation and you will solve it. Number 27. If x and y belongs to R, that means real numbers, so that the equation 2xy sin square theta equal to x square plus y square is possible when x equal to y and not equal to 0. So here sin square theta means x square plus y square by 2xy. As we know, the value of sin will be bounded from minus 1 to plus 1. So now next, here sin square. So if you squaring both sides, it will be 1 less than equal to sin square theta less than equal to 1. Now why here 0? As you know that minus 1 whole square equal to 1. 1 to 1. अब 1 to 1 तो वैल्यू नहीं हो सकता है साइन का वैल्यू, इसका मतलब 0 से स्टार्ट होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पर भी 1 होगा, यहाँ पर भी 1 होगा, तो नहीं हो सकता है. एक फॉर्मूला है, इसको स्क्वायर करने के बाद यहाँ पर 0 ही होता है. ओके, एक दूसरा फॉर्मूला है, बाद में समझाएंगे. सो यहाँ पर 0 लिख देना. सो 0 लेस देन इक्वल टू साइन स्क्वायर थीटा लेस देन इक्वल टू 1. बेसिक बात ये समझ लीजिए, यहाँ पर 1 नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि दोनों ही अगर 1 हो गया, यहाँ पर भी 1 यहाँ पर भी 1, तो कैसे आएगा, इसलिए यहाँ पर 0 लिख दिया. 0 लेस देन इक्वल टू साइन स्क्वायर थीटा लेस देन इक्वल टू 1. इसका मतलब साइन स्क्वायर का वैल्यू 0 से 1 तक लाई करता है. नाउ पुट डाउन द वैल्यू ऑफ साइन स्क्वायर. सो 0 लेस देन इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई 2x प्लस 1. अब रियल नंबर होगा तो दिस 1 लेस देन इक्वल टू दिस 1. सो इट विल बी एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर लेस देन इक्वल टू एक्स वाई. देन 2xy को इस तरफ ले आओ. सो एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर माइनस 2xy लेस देन इक्वल टू 0. सो इट विल बी x माइनस वाई whole square less than equal to 0. Okay, now as x and y belongs to R, both are belongs to in real number. Okay, that means x minus y whole square always greater than 0. X minus y whole square always greater than equal to 0, as x and y belongs to in R. So यहाँ पर less than equal to 0 है, so x minus y होल स्क्वायर ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0 होगा. इसका मतलब लेस देन यहाँ पर सेटिस्फाई नहीं होगा, सिर्फ इक्वल टू हो सकता है. सो x माइनस वाई इक्वल टू 0 एंड फ्रॉम दैट x इक्वल टू y. ओके, क्लियर. सम नंबर 28(1). फाइंड द लीस्ट वैल्यू ऑफ द फॉलोइंग फंक्शन. तो फर्स्ट वन साइन स्क्वायर एक्स प्लस कोसेक स्क्वायर एक्स. ओके, नाउ here we can apply the formula, that is AM greater than GM. AM means arithmetic mean and GM means geometric mean. What is arithmetic mean? Suppose x and y are two numbers. The arithmetic mean of that number, that will be x plus y by 2. And geometric mean will be root over x into y. That is the formula. So here sin x and cos x, that means sin square x and cos square x, both are two numbers. So here arithmetic mean will be sin square x plus cos square x by 2. And geometric mean root over sin square x into cosec square x. Cosec means 1 by sin cancel out, so it will be 1. As here AM greater than equal to GM, so write down value of AM greater than equal to GM as 1. So sin square x plus cosec square x greater than equal to 2. Okay, greater than equal to 2. इसका मतलब minimum value जो होगा वो सिर्फ 2 ही हो सकता है. So that's why minimum value equal to 2. The second one as same as the first one, so I hope you can solve it. Sum number 29. फाइंड द डोमेन एंड द रेंज ऑफ द फॉलोइंग फंक्शन। मैंने पहले ही बोला था डोमेन क्या होता है, रेंज क्या होता है। डोमेन होता है जिस वैल्यू के लिए वो फंक्शन फाइनाइट वैल्यू आएगा, हमेशा एक्स का जिस वैल्यू के लिए फाइनाइट वैल्यू आएगा उसका डोमेन बोलता है, और रेंज का मिनिमम और मैक्सिमम वैल्यू। सो हियर 5 - 4 sin 3x। सो एज साइन थीटा का वैल्यू -1 से लेकर 1 तक होता है। सो sin 3x विल बी सेम। देन यहाँ पर 4 है, सो मल्टीप्लाई विथ 4, -4 लेस देन इक्वल टू 4 sin x लेस देन इक्वल टू 4। अब यहाँ पर नेगेटिव होगा, सो माइनस से मल्टीप्लाई कीजिए, सो 4 ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू, अब नेगेटिव से मल्टीप्लाई होगा तो साइन चेंज हो जाएगा, ग्रेटर देन हो जाएगा। देन यहाँ पे ऑल्सो ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू -4। अब यहाँ पर 5 है, सो 5 ऐड कीजिए, सो 9 लेस देन ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 5 - 4 sin 3x ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 1। सो इसका मतलब आ गया 5 - 4 sin 3x, इसका रेंज हो गया 9 से लेके 1 तक। इसका मतलब 1 मिनिमम वैल्यू है, 9 मैक्सिमम वैल्यू है। अब 5 - 4 sin 3x इसका फंक्शन इज फाइनाइट फॉर ऑल वैल्यूज ऑफ x। x का कोई भी वैल्यू ले लो, ये हमेशा फंक्शन का फाइनाइट वैल्यू आएगा। सो इसका मतलब डोमेन हो गया ऑल रियल नंबर्स। सो डोमेन इक्वल टू ऑल रियल नंबर्स, x कोई भी वैल्यू ले लो फाइनाइट ही आएगा। और रेंज हो गया 1 से लेकर 9 तक, सो 1, 9। नेक्स्ट सम नंबर 29(2). 1/4 - cos 3x। एस यू नो cos 3x इक्वल टू -1 to 1। सो इसको भी चेंज करके यहाँ पर 4 - cos 3x लाना होगा। सो इसका वैल्यू रेंज है 5 से लेकर 3 तक, इसका 3 मिनिमम वैल्यू और 5 मैक्सिमम वैल्यू। सो कॉस का एक्स का कोई भी वैल्यू लेकर एक फाइनाइट सोल्यूशन आएगा। सो डोमेन हो गया R। रेंज क्या होगा, अब यहाँ पर 1/4 - cos 3x है, तो इसको भी 1 करना होगा, इसका मतलब 1/5 से लेकर 1/3 तक। ओके, सो इट विल बी 1/5 to 1/3।